Men in Black 2 Alien Escape. A game which is really nothing to do with the movie, and it's one that I've wanted to do for quite some time. So I'm not going to put it off any further. Let's just get on with this. An alien craft crash lands on Earth. Two MIB agents are called in to save the world. It's good because these two characters are their own different characters. They are not related to the ones we see in the first three movies. It may sound very harsh here, but the presentation looks a little rough around the edges. But I am keeping in mind that this is a licensed video game. It's not like GoldenEye had the best graphics in 1997 for the N64, but this was 2002 in the PS2 era. Sometimes I feel like this belongs in the PS1 era. And look at this! You get to select two characters, Agent J and Agent K. Oh, so these are the characters from the movies? Oh, okay. That's really weird because these look nothing like Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. I wonder if any of them know that this game exists. Alas, I'm not here to go on about bad graphics or bad voice impersonators or cliche storyline, which has nothing to do with the light of Zarfa from Men in Black 2. I'm here to discuss the gameplay, and if there's a really easy way to describe this all to you, then it's this. You run and you shoot aliens. More aliens respawn, you run and shoot aliens. After this, more aliens respawn, and as you'd expect, you run and shoot the aliens. I really like the consistency here. It gives such a great first impression. That and the fact that there are only 5 levels. That's the whole game. Remember when The Simpsons Hit and Run had loads of stuff to do in each level? Yeah, this game doesn't even come close. This is a bad game. Not terrible like Disney's Magic Mirror. I must have liked it somewhat back in the day. It's hard to remember really. One thing I thought back then was how this was so repetitive. You just run around, shoot a load of aliens. It's fun for like the first 5 minutes, but when you do it for the whole game, you will probably just get bored. And now I remember why I got bored with this, and I was a child. After playing the first level for 5 or so minutes, I realised the problems. It was a repetitive nature and a difficulty. When I played this as a kid, this was hard. Is it hard due to only being 5 levels long and the developers thought, oh shit, the game is so short, we better make it a bit harder to make it last longer? It reminds me a lot of the old arcade games, or even the 8-bit and 16-bit games, where back then games did not hold your hand too many times. The possibility of you dying in the opening seconds of level 1 in a video game released in 2002 was pretty minimal. Bearing in mind, this same year we had amazing games like Vice City, Super Mario Sunshine and Ratchet and Clank, and that indicates to me that this game is no good. It is a time waster. Playing as J or K made no difference to me. K runs weird but wields 2 weapons, so I guess I prefer him to J in this. Also, you can encounter the worm guys and save them, but you also have the option to kill them. Of course, I killed them. Other than that tiny saving grace, Men in Black 2 Alien Escape is a very forgettable game. Honestly, just watch the movies, you'll get so much more enjoyment from them. If I was to place it on my gaming heaven to hell meter, I'd say that this falls between being a decent down-to-earth game and being something which deserves a place in hell, because unlike The Simpsons Hit and Run for that franchise, this is an incredible disservice to the Men in Black franchise. Also, on a final note, why do I feel like Agent J in this game sounds more like the late Ray Charles?
Must be paying for their calls by the nanosecond.